Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a good week. Let me turn my volume down. I don't need to hear myself. Hello. If you are here, please leave a comment in the description and let me know, or not in the description, in the comment section. Let me know that you're here, and then also give me a big thumbs up so that I can know that you have liked the video. I am Hello Marcia. I'm gonna look over here and make sure I have everything up. Sometimes it's slow over here for me. Hello Kathy, how are you guys? Hello Verna. Okay, so I have something to tell y'all. Y'all, I have tried and tried. Did y'all see my post on Facebook? I have pink hair. Y'all, I cannot get it to come out. I don't even know if you can see it, but it is here and here. Y'all, I can't get it to come out. I have tried everything. Everything. And I don't know what else to do. I think it is clinging for dear life on my hair. And it wasn't permanent at all. It was like hair chalk. So I don't know what it's doing, but y'all, I can't get it to come out. So if you have suggestions on how to get it out, please let me know in the comments so that I can figure it out. We are literally going on a week and 5 days now. So that is like, I have had that many washes because I've washed my hair every day. I have to wash my hair every day because it gets real oily. And even with oily hair, like it's not like slipping out, you know? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because my hair's gray now or what, but yeah, fun times. Yeah, Kathy, gray hair changes. Oh, I'm learning. But you know, here's the crazy part. There were a couple of us in the front office that did it. One lady said she's gonna bring me something because she thinks it's what got it out of hers. So she's gonna bring it to me and see if it works tomorrow. But everybody did like blue or a purple, and then Gainey and I decided we would be fun for the kids, and we did pink, purple, and blue, and the other two colors came out, but the pink is still there. So I think my only other option is if it doesn't come out with what she's going to give me tomorrow, I might have to go to the hair salon and see if they can color it and make it all one color again. I don't know. We'll see. So crazy. But if you have suggestions, let me know because I need something to get it out for sure. And I don't want to have to go spend a lot of money to color what I have been trying to go natural with since 2020. So, all right, tonight, let's get down to crafting. Tonight, we are going to be playing with the Easter basket bundle. We're going to do a fun little fun fold card, and then we're going to do a card that was a swap card for me for a demonstrator swap that I did with other demonstrators in Columbia. So, but they're very easy cards, I promise. The fun fold is a simple fun fold. So if you're a beginner, this is a great card that you could use. But even if you've been doing it for a long time, it's a good layout to kind of add some fun to your cards too. So we're going to dive into that in just a second. And what I wanted to show you real quick, if I can make things not fall over, is we have our Stampin' Positioner. This is free when you join Stampin' Up. It is a free joining offer that they have. It is $99 to join. You get $125 in products. You get free shipping. Then you get this beautiful thing here. I want to say, I can't remember how much it was, y'all. Now I have forgotten, but it's like at least a $40 or $50 little free tool that you can use. So if you are interested in joining, there's a link in the description. You can go there. It'll take you straight to my blog, and then you can kind of look through and see, you know, kind of what the Stamping Divas have to offer. So that's the first thing. The next thing is I have my Blessed Beginnings. Let me see if I can find my Blessed Beginnings class. So it uses the Blessed Beginnings bundle, which is this, sorry. And then it also uses the Prayers and Promise stamp set. It is a total of 8 cards. It looks like this. You can purchase this class. There are 3 options with it. Your 3 options are, option 1 is $109. It means you want it all. Comes with the bundle, comes with the stamp set, the additional stamp set. Comes with the make and take for all of this. It comes with a bolt of linen thread, a bolt of this linen thread. It's Early Espresso and Old Olive. Then it comes with a full pack of these beautiful earthy matte dots. And it comes with a full pack of the Country Woods Designer Series paper. So if you're interested in that, there should be a link in the description where you can go and register for that. Option 2 is just the make and take, the Designer Series paper, the 2 linen threads, and the embellishment. And that is $55. And then option 3 is just the tutorial. And that is $18. So if you're interested in any of that, you can go check it out. So there's that. The last day to register is Wednesday. So when Wednesday comes, it's done. I'm moving on. I'm going to start cutting everything pretty soon. I'm finishing up today, actually getting my club done for February so that I can get that out early and then get Blessed Beginnings out early as well. The next thing is March Club. Uses Nature's Symphony. This is a beautiful bundle, but the catalog, I felt, the paper is gorgeous that comes with it, sort of the other things that coordinate with it, but I tend to stick with what the catalog does a lot of times, and this time I stepped outside of my box. So there are 6 cards with club. It's $45 if you subscribe, or it's $50 if you register for just 1 month. So you can do that with the information in the video description. This month comes with a full pack of the Mixed Up Patterns Designer Series paper. It comes with a full bolt of the Bubble Bath ribbon, a full pack of the rainbow adhesive backed dots, and then you'll get a good bit of this Secret C, because you'll need it for a couple of the cards, like this little guy card that goes up and down. So it's just a little envelope, and then your card is on the inside. So if you're interested in that, you can get that information. As always, you can get that bundle added on for cost only, and I'll pay for tax and shipping. So I think that is it. That is all my information. I feel like it's always a lot. Sorry. I'm going to try to put this down so I don't knock it over somewhere. It's a lot, but I had all last week off, and so I got a lot done. And was really trying to get ahead and move on to like other months. So I have a lot to share now. All right, so let's dive into our projects, and we're going to start with the simple card swap that I did, which was this. I mean, it's simple. You got some coloring in it, but I'm going to put you down on the table and we will get started. All right. Let me jet it in. And I feel like my buttons have moved on YouTube. Doesn't surprise me. It always moves around. All right, and then let me just make sure I'm straight. And I think I got it. All right, let me move my cutter so that, because we'll need that in a bit. All right, so this is our first card that we're gonna do. Marcia, is that in reference to my pink hair? You think it's cute? You know, I don't know if it really even bothers me at this point. I think I'm used to it now. Ben does check every day. He's like, is it still there? Yes, yes, it's still there. It's still there. I'm thinking it probably is just going to have to grow out of my hair, apparently. I guess I put too much in, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. All right, so let's fold our card base over. And we are going to take our designer series paper. And this is from the Lovely Arrangements suite. It's called Lovely Blossoms suite, but it's from the, because I just apparently can't get enough of that paper and everything else with it. I just keep having to use it. So we're going to put this in the center of our card front. Yep. Yep. I'm sticking to everything. All right, we'll stick it right there. Then we're going to do some stamping. And of course, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put my bunny and chick and all of that on blocks. Because apparently, well, because I already had it all done and ready. And so, all right. So we need Happy Easter. Let's do this. We're going to do this one. We're going to do the carrot. We're going to do the flowers. And then the baby chick there. And then the Happy Easter. Oops, I just ripped my little cover piece. I'll have to cut a new one. Okay, so there we go. Let me grab a bunch of blocks real quick. Thankfully, I should be able to. We're going to see if I can get it on this one because I don't have any more long ones. All right, and then let me grab two little ones. All right, I pulled out the blends, but not the stamps. All right. So let's start stamping all of our little pieces, or all of our little fun things here. And we're going to move that out the way. All right, so we'll stamp our bunny. And then we're going to stamp our flowers right there. Okay, and then while we're stamping, I'm going to put that up. I'm going to grab the old olive and I'm going to stamp our sentiment right here like that. Perfect. All right, then let's start coloring. So I've got all my little blends here. There is a blog post so you can go and pull all the blends that I used and the measurements for the card. So we are going to do, let's do our carrot first since I've got this already here. So we're going to do a little bit of dark down here on the bottom. You don't really have to do much blending because it's kind of little. All right. And then let me see, I do need to do the flowers, so we'll go ahead and do the flowers with our green. And I am swapping it up so that they don't look exactly the same. All right. Then let's see, the petal pink, since it's next. So we're gonna do some light petal pink in the ears. Okay, and then I'm going to do the dark petal pink in the nose, just so it stands out a little bit more. Okay, then I'm going to take Smoky Slate, and it's going to be the light. You only want the light for this because you don't want it to be too overpowering, but what you're going to do is, because that rabbit, bunny, whatever you want to call it, is really white. So I just kind of want to give it a hint of a little bit of color. So we're just going to literally trace over the outline of the bunny. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can get it within, that's fine too. And this is just kind of giving it kind of more of like a definition. A lot of times too, you can do, if you're just stamping it on cardstock, you can do a blue, like do the light pool party and color in all around it. And it will give it like a halo, so then it doesn't make it look so stark white in my opinion. And then we're gonna do the tail, and that takes care of that. All right, then we've got Flirty Flamingo, or is this, yeah, Flirty Flamingo. And we're gonna do 2 light flowers. And then here. All right. Then we're gonna do dark Flirty Flamingo for the top one. And that just gives it different colors, but all within that pink. All right, and then we're gonna take our Daffodil Delight. I'm gonna take the light and see if I like that. Yeah, we're gonna do the light Daffodil Delight. And then we're gonna do the dark Daffodil Delight for our little chick here. I think this little chick is so cute. Who here does, now if you, I know most of you have grandkids. My mom used to do little baskets for us when we were kids. She continued that, y'all, until I got married. And when I got married, she stopped. Which is fine, I guess. But anyway, so she did that up until I was about 36, because that's about when she stopped, when I got married. Do y'all still do baskets for your kids, or do you just do them for your grandkids, or do you not do them at all anymore? I love little Easter Circes and goodies and all that. I will probably do little somethings for the people I work with, because that's what I like to do. So, all right, I'm going to pull in our cut and emboss machine, and then we're going to do some die cutting so we can get all of these cut out. I'm going to move that, and we'll bring this in. And because it's on their little pieces, we can do them all at one time. And we're going to put some tape on them. Kathy says, I do cards for all, and we have 3 kids of the heart at, oh, okay. That's fun, Kathy. Yes. All right, let me find my tape. There it is. That's good. Yes. One of the girls that works up front with me, she's got 2 boys that are in elementary school. So they come up and sit with us before the end of the day. And so, anyway, I try to get them some things as well. All right, I'm going to cut this so that I can cut it all out with one pass. And that was too close, stamped too close. All right, let's go ahead and put this on. I had to throw away all my tape. I used it a whole bunch. A whole bunch. All right. So we got our carrot. Ta-da. And then let's put our flower on here now. Ta-da. And then one more, and we'll run this through, and then we'll be all set to start putting everything together. Let me find the little chick. All right. Oh, I do have, does anybody have funny stories about chicks? Has anybody ever gotten ones like from the store? Because you know at Easter, like your Tractor Supplies and things like that, they always have those live chicks that you can buy. Have any of you ever bought one of those before? Funny story. My little sister, Kathy, a lot of you know her, she wanted one so bad one year. She was young. And we were in Georgia for Easter with which is where I'm originally from. And so we were there, and my aunt decided that she was going to get my sister one. And of course, she tells my mother that it's not even going to survive the ride home because, you know, it's just not going to, right? Y'all, that sucker lived for a long time. I'm talking like and got massive. And of course, we were not, you know, we were in a subdivision. I grew up in a subdivision, and it was really funny. Mom came home one day from work, and we had it in a box, and it shouldn't have really done, you know, anything. It couldn't get out, whatever. And it learned how to fly. And it flew at her head when she came in the door. And so next thing we know, we had to take it to a farm. That thing lived. Kathy went and visited it. My brother was good friends with the person, and so they went and visited it a couple times. But y'all, those things are not supposed to last for very long. Not supposed to last very long at all. But it lived. You know, they're really cute. And yes, I would like to look at them. But no, I'm like you, Verna. I'm not taking them home with me. Not at all. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. They say that they don't last very long, and you have to keep them like incubated and all that stuff. And we just had a little like handmade incubator. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just a light. And that sucker, it was determined it was going to survive. And I'm sure, like, I don't know what happened to ours either. I'm sure, like, after a couple years, maybe after like a year or two, Kathy had no interest in it. So, but yeah, I will never forget that thing. It was quite interesting. It was an interesting ride home from Georgia. Very interesting. Okay, so I've already cut the basket out, and so all I did was attach a little bit of tear and tape to the back, and everything else is going to kind of lay over it to keep it there. So I just put it like slightly on the edge so that you can have a lot of grass there. Okay, then we're going to take and we're going to adhere dimensionals to the back of this first, okay? Because I did actually pop the basket up to make it look kind of dimensional. All right, so let's see. And that'll also help to kind of hold that grass down too. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring in my card base here. We're gonna lay this right here. We're gonna put adhesive on the back of our little rabbit or bunny, whatever you call them. I don't know if there's really a difference with them or not. All right, so we're gonna stick this one here. We're gonna put it kind of in the center of the basket. Okay. Then our flowers are gonna go behind, kind of right about here. Like that. And it's really just guesstimating. We're not doing a whole lot of hard measurements or anything. We're going to put mini glue dots on the back of our carrot because it's small. And then we're going to tuck that right there. All right, then we're going to take off the backs of these dimensionals. All right, and then we're going to adhere it right about here, like that. We're going to take a little glue dot here. We're going to fold it in half, and then we're going to stick it right there and adhere it down. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put a mini glued, I'm getting my words all mixed up today. I'm going to put many dimensionals on the back of our little chick here. And we're going to tuck this right here. Well, let's move that carrot some. We want that carrot to be seen. There we go. So we're going to tuck this right there, that little chick. Okay, now I'm going to use my glue dots again, and we're going to put glue dots on this little scallop piece. And I'm just doing every other scallop except for that end one. We're going to put it there. And then this is going to attach. Oops. Might help if I put it there. We're going to attach this right here on the edge. Make it look like it has a cute little ruffle coming out of it. Then we're going to put a glue dot on our bow. We're going to put one on that side and there. And then let's put it on our tail, on that tail. Then on this side, we're going to put a mini dimensional. And we're going to attach this right here. Let's actually move it up a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay, next we are going to attach our sentiment. So the majority of it is going to be on our basket. And then we're going to take and put one dimensional. It's going to go up under like that. Ta-da. All right, there we go. Then let's adhere some of our little fun embellishments. Hello, Deb. I did not see your name earlier. All right, let's see. Take your pick tool. We're going to take a green one. We're going to put a green one down here. We're going to put a green one up here. And these are so pretty. I love these. And then we're going to take a flirty flamingo one. Let's do a large one. And we're going to stick it right there. All right, so there is card number 1. The hardest part of that is really just kind of cutting everything out and then doing a little bit of the coloring. So, all right. Let me move that back there. I'm going to move my basket to behind. Okay, let's do our fun fold. Now, I don't know if you really call this a fun fold. It's a fun fold to me. It's different than your standard card base. So, to me, that's a fun fold. All right. Now, this one we're going to do together because I want to show you how easy this really is. So I want to show you. You are going to cut a normal half piece of cardstock. Okay, half of a piece. Then you're going to take your cutter, and it's easiest to do it with the trimmer because you're going to cut off some things, and so it's just easy to kind of do it all together. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by actually scoring your card base. I don't normally score them, but on this one I did because I want to make sure that I do it right. So it gives me my like little starting point. Then we're going to cut off 1 3/4 of that card front, okay? Or one side of it. It doesn't matter which one. But whichever one you cut, that's going to end up being your front piece, okay? So when you fold it in half, you're going to be missing 1 3/4 off the edge, okay? Then set that aside for just a second. Move your cutting blade. I cannot tell you how many times I sliced instead of scored. So now you have this here. This is your leftover piece, and this is what you're going to use to do your arm over. You're going to line it up with 4 1/4, and then you're going to score just like that, okay? Then you're done. That's all you have to cut and score with your trimmer. You're going to take and fold this over, give it a good burnish, like that, and then go ahead and do it with your card base as well. You're going to grab liquid glue, Deb's favorite, and we're going to adhere this down over here. And you can put this anywhere you want to. I tried to get it centered and I ended up putting it like further up at the top. So I'm going to try to see if I can actually center it today. But you don't have to be specific with it, but you do want to line that fold up with the very edge of your card base. And then just kind of hold it there for a second, and you're going to notice, and see, I did it again. It's up high. I don't know why I keep doing that. Oh well, we'll manage. It's going to go and run even across your front, okay? Which is kind of cool. So you're only using half a piece of cardstock to still make your card, which I thought was kind of fun. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to adhere a piece to the inside, and it's just your basic white. We're going to take our seal, and I am going to do all 4 sides so that it will lay over our attached piece there. All right, then we have another piece of basic white, and we're going to attach it to this side over here. And honestly, adding this just kind of helps to weigh down this piece, so when you flap it over, it's not like pouncing up like that. If those are really the words that you use for all that. You know, I don't claim to be word smart for sure. Okay, now we need to make this look pretty. So I've cut a piece of the designer series paper. Y'all, this Easter Joy paper is so much fun. It's like slick on one side with like foiling in it. And then the other side is just kind of a plain Jane kind of side, but still very like elegant in my opinion. Like I love this pattern. So we're going to attach it, and we're going to put adhesive on all 4 sides, just like that. Then you want to make sure you get your direction correct. I did my sample and realized that the direction was not correct, so I had to start it over. But that was my own not looking. All right, so now you've got that on there. Now we're going to take a stylish shaped circle. This is the largest. We're going to run adhesive down the middle, and then we're going to attach it right here like that. Okay, now let's take some more designer series paper because we still need to make it look pretty. This piece is going to go on your inside, and it's going to go right there so that you see pretty instead of basic white. And see, look at this pattern on the back. Like that's really pretty too. All right, so we're going to adhere this, and I'm going to put one down the middle too on this. And then we're going to line it up with that edge and the top and the bottom. Ta-da. Okay, and then we're going to attach this piece to our front here. So we're going to do all this, then down the center. All right, and then we're going to stick this right here on our card front. And I'm kind of making it even with that so that it all kind of flows together, okay? All right. One thing I do say be careful about is if you want to score your card base again, just to give it a little bit more definition, don't do it over this side of the paper because it will scratch your foiling off. So just be cautious of that. You can do it there on the edge, just like that. Okay. You can do that for this side too, but you can run it over that because that will not cause it to take off that foiling part. Okay, now let's do some stamping. And one of the patterns in the paper are these eggs. And I cut 11 of them out, just so you know. Oh, thank you, Deb. And by the way, your card was absolutely beautiful. It is, it's back here on my, my little side, whatever you call it, side shelf, so that I can look at it every day. Thank you. All right, so I cut out 11 of them. They're not hard. They're just little circles. I would recommend cutting on the actual edge of your egg so you don't have any white. And then the other thing is leave a little bit at the bottom so that you can tuck it into your basket, okay? All right, so we're gonna do a different type of basket. We're gonna cut off our handles. So no handles on that. And then we're gonna take, again, some tear and tape. And we're gonna put it on the edge. Actually, you know what? Nope, this has an adhesive sheet on the back. Look at there. All right, so we're gonna put one whole piece of grass over here. We're gonna put it to the edge and then adhere it down. Then we're gonna cut a little bit of one to extend it to the rest of it. And so you'll see it ends with that little piece there. So we're gonna go in like that. And then we're gonna attach it to the back like that. Okay, so now our grass goes all the way across. Then we are going to start adhering our eggs. So I think we're gonna have to put an adhesive sheet there. Not an adhesive sheet, tear and tape. Goodness. Oh, you can tell it's Monday. Number one, you can tell it's Monday. And number two, you can tell that I went back to school today because my brain is tired. Brain is tired. Okay. All right, so now we've got that. You can also take and put glue dots on the back. All right, so I'm just gonna stick it. You wanna make sure that you cover up the white though. And we're gonna do a couple of them. Let's do this one kind of at an angle this way. How about that? And then let's do green and a large orange, which is an ugly, ugly color. And then we're gonna stick this one right there. Okay, now these you're gonna have to put glue dots on. So you're gonna grab your glue dots and you're gonna put them on the front. So on the bottom front of your card. And then you're gonna stick them to that top piece. So what I'm gonna do is actually go ahead and put them down like that. And you could cut out more eggs if you want more. You can cut out less. It's whatever you want to do. Again, they're not difficult to cut out, so it really is easy. All right, we're going to stick this one there. And then this one, let's do here. And this one, oops, And then we'll turn this one kind of like this. Okay. Then we're going to add adhesive to the top up here. And I'm just going to do, again, with the tear and tape, only because I don't want to run across with my adhesive and then all of a sudden I kind of take one off. So we're going to do that, and I think that works perfectly fine. And Deb, yes, it definitely had to have purple, because y'all, that's my favorite color. So definitely had to have the purple. Then we're just going to stick this down into the center of that circle. We've got another piece of grass. So we're going to take, I'm going to grab a really thin one. I have this that I bought many years ago, and I use it on pieces like this. So it's really thin. And because I definitely don't want that adhesive to show over. Now, we're going to put it all the way over here on our basket. And you're going to notice that it doesn't quite go to the end there, and that's okay because our flowers are going to cover it up. Okay, so let's stamp our flowers and our sentiment. We've got this piece here for our sentiment, and it's going to be Hello Spring. And you're going to stamp it all the way to the right. Hold on just a second. There we go. Ta-da. All right, we're going to set that aside. Then we're going to take and ink up our flower, and we're going to stamp it once and stamp it twice. I'm trying to use up some scrap paper because I have so much scrap going on. All right. We're going to color these in. Because the paper has Shy Shamrock, that's what we're going to use. So we're going to do, oh, this is the dark. Okay, so we're going to do a little there, and there we go. You really don't have to do the shading, but I did. Just makes it fun, right? And you don't really see much. Well, actually you do, because I moved the bow down so you could see more. And then you're just going to use that Shy Shamrock to go down like that. Then we're going to take Lemon Lolly, and we're going to color in the whole thing with the light. Then we're going to take the dark and just kind of go up like that. Then we're going to take Pretty in Pink. We're going to take the light, color the whole thing. I'm going to be sad when Pretty in Pink goes away because I like this pink a lot. A lot. All right, and then we'll take the dark and do the same thing. Then we'll pull in our machine real quick. And there's only one flower, so we'll have to cut it out twice, but that's okay. All right. So we'll go there. I have to find my dies again. There we go. Flower. There it is. All right, so we'll line it up, tape it, run it through, and then we'll do our other one like that, and run that one through. And then, ta-da. All right, now we can put these on. And, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut off the this part of our sentiment label because you don't need it. And then we are going to flip that over, put some adhesive on it, and then lay it right about here. It's going to hang off our circle just a touch. Okay, then we're going to take mini dimensionals. We're going to put 2 up here at the top, 2 on this one. Then we are going to cut a little tiny strip. Here we go. Let's do this side. We're going to cut a little tiny strip off. And then we're going to stick this down like that. All right, and then we're going to do the same for the other side. All right, so we're just making sure that that stem doesn't like fall flat. It kind of helps kind of pop it up. All right, then you're going to take off your backings. And we're going to put 1 flower here, like that. And then 1 flower next to it, like that. And we're going to make sure that we kind of cover up that edge of our sentiment. So I probably should have started with the other one first, but that's okay. We're going to adjust this and move it like right there. There we go. Then we're going to take this beautiful, amazing, fantastic ribbon. This is, I love plaids and ginghams, so this is just amazing, and it's in a good blue. And we're going to tie a little bow like that. Actually, let's make that a little smaller. Just a touch smaller. Okay, there we go. So we'll trim off those edges or those tails. We'll grab a glue dot, lots of glue dots, and then we're going to attach it right here at the bottom. And ta-da, there is your fun fold card that I promise is easy. So it just opens like that. You can write here, you could put a sentiment, you could do whatever you want. You could even add a piece of designer series paper right here on the edge, turn it into a gift card. Or you could do it to this side where you just do your edge and you could slide your gift card in there. So whatever you want, it makes it nice and easy. Okay, so don't forget to go check out the blog post for the measurements, even if it is just to grab the measurements for this one to do a fun fold. I'd love to see your creations for sure. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, thank you. The next thing is I will have one more card this week. It will be on the blog, and I'll have a quick little video that I will do. I won't go live with it, but I will do a video because I am going to do, and this is it, sorry. That's going to be the next card. This is one we did in class. So a lot of you have already seen it or done it yourself. So there'll just be a quick video on that. But then next week, we are also going to play with a coordinating product of this, and that is the paper pumpkin for February. So we're gonna dive into this Celebrate Spring one, and I'm so excited. The colors are pretty, and then look, that pattern is the pattern from our designer series paper there. So these coordinate, so you will see today's products used again with this. So, all right, everyone, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you later. If you have questions, let me know. But again, make sure you go check out that blog post, and I'll see you next time. Bye.